Hello guys, welcome back. This is Brad here, bringing you another Trove tutorial. Today we're gonna talk a bit about all the crafting tables that are in this game. So I'm not going to include the professions because that's gonna be another video segment that I'm gonna be doing just in a little bit. Yeah, so let's start off with the most basic thing ever, the crafting bench. This is basically the thing that you start off with. It's already in your house, I believe, when you first chuck your cornerstone somewhere. So yeah, this is basically the basis of all creation, I guess. You start off with this row. This is the most important row in the beginning of your Trove journey. And you start off by crafting a hub portal to get out of the tutorial world. No, that's that used to be the old system. So yeah, this is a portal that you can craft to go back to the hub, but you can also just press and hold H, and that will work too. Then you can make the deconstructor, the forge, the workbench, the cube converter, and the personal chest here. So I'm not gonna go over the crafting recipes of these, but I am going to talk about the first tier of things. So this is the cube converter. It's basically made to when you break a block, it gives you the primal color of that block. So for example, if I break this green block, it will give me a primal green block, which is not the same green as this one. As you can see, it's a different color, and you use those primal blocks to make different colors. You can see that there's a bunch of them that aren't unlocked yet. Those can be unlocked by doing rune crafting, which is one of the professions we're gonna be talking about in a different video. Then you've got the personal chest. The personal chest is basically like an ender chest, works in Minecraft. It's a chest and you see your own little inventory, your different second inventory in there. So when I go to another world and there's a personal chest and I look at it, I don't see someone else's stuff, I always see my own stuff, which is actually pretty nice because you have access to this stuff wherever you are. And you can buy upgrades to this chest. And so you have some more slots, but they cost real money, like the rainbow coins. So yeah, then next up is the workbench. This is the crafting bench and this is the workbench. I confuse those names sometimes. So the workbench is basically used to craft ornaments, and you see there's a lot of them locked too. Those recipes can be found in recipe dungeons throughout the world. They will spawn from Uber 1 worlds up to everything higher. They won't spawn in the Sky world because that's technically an Uber 5 difficulty world, and you can just craft some little ornaments like these torches or these fences or these things or those lanterns or those chains or the throne, or all that all the cosmetic building stuff. It comes out of that little crafting table. Also the signs, these are very handy just to mark some stuff. Next up is the forge. The forge, unfortunately, play of words there. I don't have a regular forge, but this is the advanced forge, so that is under the advanced tab here. The normal forge, you can just put a weapon in there, for example this weapon, and then it will tell you how much flux you need, how much flux you have, and it will upgrade your weapon. I recommend only doing this when you have a weapon that you are sure you want to use. For example, this weapon, I dropped at Uber 3, I think, but I have been upgrading it so much that I have not really found anything better in Uber 5 even. I haven't played a lot on Uber 5 because, it's just a lot of dying and I don't like dying. So yeah, you can upgrade your weapons. The rest of the functions I'm gonna talk about in a minute. Then the deconstructor is really essential. You put your gear into here. That rhymed. And it will give you flux instead. So flux is used to upgrade your weapon. Flux is also used to trade with other players. It's like it's grown into the base currency of this game, and it will sometimes, when you deconstruct a relic weapon or higher, so relic, rainbow, or shadow weapon. Relic is red, rainbow is rainbow, shadow is black. When you do deconstruct a relic tier or higher, it will give you a eye, which looks like this, which is used in some crafting and in a different kind of forge. And when you do a shadow weapon, when you deconstruct a shadow weapon, it will give you a tentacle of Kadudu, I don't know how that guy's called. Then next up in the crafting bench there is the hub portal, which is right over here. It's just a portal to the hub world. Nothing much there. So then you have got the professions, which I am gonna talk in an entirely different episode because it's kind of a big deal. These things are pretty nice. They're well thought out. There are some really cool items in there, so they deserve an entirely different episode. So then in the advanced tab you've got the Wheel of Seasons, which is right in here, I do believe. This crafting table kind of has the seasonal stuff. For example, winter stuff. I have the Meg Rider, which I can't craft anymore because I needed chestnuts for that, which I didn't farm up. Down here there's the spring recipes. I haven't unlocked any of these. I don't know how to unlock any of these either. I don't know why that is. So yeah, if you know why I can't unlock any of these, tell me. I really want to know. I really do. So yeah, then next up in the advanced tab is, let us see, the Chaos Forge. Also, by the way, I want to point out that on the video my cursor is like up in the corner, but actually it's on the Chaos Forge, so right there for you guys. But it's OBS. It kind of screws up some things, and it's placing my cursor in weird things. For example, now I am on the shapestone icon, but my cursor is doing some weird stuff. So yeah, the Chaos Forge. My Chaos Forge. Well, yeah, I built it, but I put it to everyone's disposal in this club world. This is the Chaos Forge. So basically, you need eyes, flux, and tentacles for this. So you can randomize your stat value. So for example, oh, I didn't mean to do that. For example, now I have I have 35 energy regen. If I randomize that, I might have 5 energy regen, or I might have 50 energy regen. You don't know what you're gonna get. Okay, so that's, you might get some better stuff, you might get horrible stuff. So you can also randomize. Randomize stat values, super randomized stat values. So I don't really know what this does, but I guess it makes better jumps, or you have a better chance. I don't really use this because normally I have pretty good gear and I don't want to waste my stuff on you know, just some bad luck or something. So then you can randomize your stats, and this is where it gets interesting to me actually. Right now I have a little bit of health regen, I have a little bit of max health, and I'll have a little bit of physical damage. But if I randomize these stats, I might have like, this will turn into my max damage, my max health will turn into my max damage, so I'll get a lot more damage. But then I might actually get like a bunch of jumps on there or something. I don't know. Stuff goes really weird with this forge. So yeah, I don't really use that too much because I don't want to ruin one of my good items. I probably should, just to find out how it works better, but you know, it's not really my type of crafting altar. So then we have got the advanced forge, which we have seen just a little bit earlier in this video, but we only talked about the increased forged levels. So also a thing to note is, like right here you can see after my physical damage there's a little star, and that means that if I upgrade, when and if I upgrade that, it will be better than a no star stat. So for example, this piece of gear has a lot of stars on it, so that means that if I were to upgrade this even further, because I have been upgrading this for a while now, it will, for example, its movement speed might jump 2 points, where a no star movement speed stat might jump 1 point or might not jump at all. So yeah, The other icons right here is by using a Pearl of Wisdom, you can actually add a new stat to your weapon. For example, right here you can see I have 4 stats. Right here you can see I have 4 stats, but when you find a normal piece of gear, it only has 2 or 3 stats. 4, you can never find that, so 4 is the max, I think. And yeah, so that's really nice. You can add some stats. You don't know what you're gonna get. Right, with this weapon I got really lucky. I got attack speed on top of my movement speed and my jump, so that's really cool. Good. Then the next one, you can use a Twinkly Tome to get the required level. So this is required 10. You can make it required 9, so your characters can use it like earlier on in the game. I don't know if this affects your stat values, so you might, I don't recommend doing this, by the way, because leveling goes pretty quick in this game, especially to level 10. It's done like in maybe an hour if you're slow, I guess. Well, I've been playing this game for a while, so stuff like that goes really fast with me. Then a Perfect Prism. These guys are awesome. These used to be dropped by Shadow Giants, but right now you can only get them in the store. And they upgrade the rarity of your items. For example, you see this is a relic item, but it used to be a legendary item, a orange item actually, and I upgraded it, and its stats also upgraded. So I think I got 1 extra star and a few extra points in my physical damage for doing that. It's awesome. It's really awesome, because I actually wanted to get this up to a shadow item, but then the patch dropped and it made them not you can't get them by farming Shadow Giants anymore, which is quite unfortunately, because that was awesome. But yeah, for the other materials that you can use in the fort, you need Flux you get out of the Deconstructor, but the rest you can get under the Good Step, and here are the Eyes and the Tentacles. Pearls of Wisdom, Twinkly Tomes, and Perfect Prisms are also down here. Then, next up is, in the Advanced tab, the Fun Factory. This is a really nice crafting table. It's just all fun stuff. You've got balls, which I will actually show you in just a second how these work, because they're really awesome. You've got updraft, you've got spikes, you've got jumping blocks, you've got node blocks. In a previous video I showed you some of the music made by Tomsky, I think. So yeah, go check out his channel. He actually makes them by these and by combining them with the instruments. And there's also rails in here. These white dye and the black dye, or I don't know how to pronounce that word correctly. I think I'm saying that wrong. You actually have to buy those in the store right here. It's a recipe. So yeah, dyes, that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, okay. So there's just a bunch of fun stuff. So the updrafts are right here, and you actually combine them with wings. So you hold and press and hold space, and when you go up in those, oh, I'm rubber banding. When you go up into the draft, you will just lift up. The jumping blocks are over here. If you just touch them, they'll be scattered around dungeons too, and the spikes too. So you just jump on them. It's like a trampoline. And the ball I am going to show you right here at our arena, our little arena. So the ball is really nice. I'm gonna show you this one outside of the arena. So it bounces, it has physics, and when you hit it, it flies off. It's really cool. It's hard to control and stuff. You don't really know where it's going, but if a ball hits a light block or a lighting thing that you can make in the cube converter, it will do something very interesting. So I've set up these goals. I actually stumbled upon this by accident, and I was really surprised that something like this was in the game. So look at this. I throw the ball, the die. Okay, and we're gonna try to get it in one of these goals, and look at it when it touches it. Look at this. Look at that. You can actually play football in this game. Well, by hitting, of course, and I don't really recommend playing as a gunslinger or a Ice Sage, a Shadow Hunter, or Free Trickster. I don't know how the pirate fares, but the best character to do this is the Dracolite, in my opinion. Neo Ninja is kinda good, and Candy Barbarian is kinda good, and Knight's kinda good too. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. That's really, really awesome. So let's see if there's some other stuff that I have to talk to you guys about in crafting tables. So, utility. This is basically the rejuvenation station, which refills your potions and your health. For example, if I switch down to one of my lower characters, you can see my health go down when I switch back. My health is really low, and although my potions were full, I still got the health back. So that's really nice. You can also make the class changer. This is the rejuvenation station class changer, and I think the barber shop are in your cornerstone as you spawn into the game, like the first time. So those are really nice. You can change your class there, change your appearance in the barber shop, like so. Then portals. These are actually the portals that are in the hub world, but these portals, starting from Uber 2 to the realm portal Sky, the Sky Realm portal, they can be found anywhere in the game. You have to craft those. So let's go down, down, down to our little hub that I made here for this club. So down there are the first two portals. These are level 1 to 3 and 4 to 5. Bouncy blocks, by the way. Level 6 to 7 and 8 to 9. And down here are the I really can't pronounce that word. The Uber portals. So this is the level 10 portal basically. And up from these you can basically all survive them at level 10, but they get harder and harder. So Uber 1, Uber 2, Uber 3, Uber 4 and Uber 5. And you can see the particle effect gets bigger and bigger, and then in the end it's kind of ridiculously big, but still awesome, still awesome. And then the Sky Realm portal I put up there, and it takes you to an entirely different realm, which I'm not gonna spoil in this video. I might make a video about that, I don't yet know. But yeah, so that's really awesome. You can also make these portals, but that's explained in the Club World tutorial video that should already be up on YouTube at this point. Then you have got the mounts. You can craft some mounts. So for example, you need some stuff and some seed feeds, which you actually get by gardening, which I will explain in the professions video. So yeah, you need seed feed for all of this. You need the seed feed. That rhymes once again. And let's see, wings. You can also craft some wings, but for these wings you will need some different components, and these components can be found all throughout the world in some crafting tables, and they're really expensive. But this wing type deserves an entire video for itself. If I ever get it, if I ever do, it's gonna be really hard. They're really pricey, and this is just the Club World stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to talk about right now. Crafting tables and stuff like that get scrapped from the game somewhat oftenly. For example, if I go to the Waterflux world, by the way, this is the Waterflux guys are absolutely great. If you ever stumble upon their world, give it a like. But for example, if I go over here, this little building, you can see these crafting tables, which I haven't talked about yet because they aren't in the game anymore. They're just here. If someone were to break these, they would be deleted from the game entirely. Their model would probably be exchanged by the workbench. Excuse me, by the workbench model, and you know, right now there's nothing in there. And I believe we have a style saver. So it usually a few updates ago, when you wanted to save a style for your character, you actually had to put it in a style saver, and you wouldn't get any resources from that, only the style. So it doesn't do anything anymore. Well, I think it still works, but it doesn't really do anything anymore. You can just put everything in the deconstructor and you'll get the style and the resources, but we still have it just standing around because of cosmetic reasons. really, really nice. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like if you have. Write something in the comments. Subscribe for more content like this. We're gonna be doing a lot of Trove. We're also doing Brothers, Tale of Two Sons, and some Minecraft content, some Game Maker Studios content. You know, stuff like that. So yeah, hope you liked it. See you later, guys. Peace out.